Welcome back. It's your hostly paternal family member, and today I'm going to talk about talking about making music. I'm also going to make a beat because I like making beats and I want you to be entertained and have something cool to listen to. And that's kind of what this channel is. But first, why are you here? So there's three likely reasons. One, this video looked interesting enough for you to at least try to watch to see if you learn something, or at least be mildly entertained while you do some chores or eat your lunch. Or you're kind of like generally interested in music production, and maybe the creation of it, or you're at least mildly interested in beat making, music production, audio, or something like that, just music in general. You wanted to see what this was. Or the third, probably biggest reason, you're like me. Maybe you consider yourself a creator or music producer, an artist, a writer, something of the sort, maybe even a musician, and you just kind of wonder too, what is the point of documenting the creative process? Somebody want to watch me practice or just make the beat? And it's a really good question considering there's so much everything on the internet, and attention spans are so short that even the end product, whether it's a 2 minute song or an hour long album, it's probably not going to hold the interest of a person because it might not be as interesting as the next thing that I'm going to scroll to, anyways. Whether or not that's a problem, which it kind of is, I guess. I mean, that's a whole topic in and of itself. But my point here is, why am I doing this? Why did I choose this MIDI? Why are we going to choose some drums? Here we go. That's just fun. I mean, you might as well. We're going to need an 808. First, I want to talk about what the point really is of documenting the creative process. Personally, I like doing it. It's something I enjoy. I like making music anyway. I'm already in here making beats and trying to produce and up my skills even. I also like talking about music. I like talking about plugins and software. I like talking about updates and deals. I like talking about new things that I found, new techniques, workflows, things that I'm working on, discovering that I'm trying to figure out. And this allows me to document my progress and share this passion of mine, which is music, with as many or as few people as want to listen. Even my kids like to watch these videos and go back and listen to the music. They enjoy it, and that's enough for me, just by itself. I also really just like the feeling of accomplishment when I can sit back, look at this, and see that I've made something, I've created something, and added something to the world that I can be proud of. I've been making videos on and off for a couple years now, and even still, even though it's never made me any money, I still feel like I've done something. I've created something, and like I said, I put something out in the world. Music has always been a passion of mine, and I've always said that. And even though there's, life responsibilities, obligations, and stuff like that, they've caused me to have to treat music more like a hobby. But I can say that this has kind of like opened up my eyes to how great it is to even just make something, whether or not a million people listen to it. I still am blessed to be able to have the skill, maybe talent, uh, that I do have to be able to make this, to be able to do something. Even if I'm not going in and like being super detailed or even considering myself like an educator or something like that, um, it's just the fact that I'm putting something out. It's something to be proud of, actually doing something. This has inspired me this year to take music more seriously, actually document like real tangible goals. I even got accepted into Berkeley College of Music this year for music production. It's something that I really, really have always wanted to do. This lets me document my progress. I have something to show for the thing that I say that I love. I think the space for music production, at least like the creative process for it, on YouTube is kind of small, a little bit dry. Because let's be honest, unless you're really, really into making music and like producing and stuff like that, it's kind of boring. Nobody cares about cookups anymore. And the flip side to that is if you are into making music and making beats and stuff like that, you probably rather do that than watch me do it, you know? Either way, it's fun for me. I'm gonna keep doing it. There you go. I'll put sublab on here. I'm just using a preset. And we're gonna throw some knock on the drums. And that's just the drum loop from Cymatics. I'll probably actually throw like a kit, like from a machine expansion into it. Just, add some variation. But just for the sake of making a simple beat real quick, I think we got that. Hey, that's most of the beat right there. Let's do some vocals. But first, I want to talk about why you should also make beat videos or cookups, or in general, just document your creative process, even if it's not music. So the other big reason why I do this, and I think you should too, is why not? You might as well. I mean, it's never been easier to do this kind of thing. I used to use my phone. Everybody's phone has a camera on it. And yeah, I mean, you might as well. I personally would love for the joy of music to reach as many people as possible. I want to inspire creativity, innovation, accessibility, even for this amazing art form. I think it should be shared with as many people as possible. That right there alone is what makes me want to share my love for this with you. Again, I don't consider myself an educator or tutorial maker or anything like that, but if I can share like processes, ideas, workflow, tips, tricks, whatever, I want it to help the next person if possible. So yeah, if you make music, you should do it too. Or any kind of art, you should kind of like, share it and share it in a more broad way, I guess you could say, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of hard to articulate this kind of thing because I it's something that I think about, but I've never really like considered actually talking about it. I'll probably start talking about this kind of thing a lot more because we need this kind of stuff, you know. Just want to say, give it a shot or don't. I'll make the videos. Anyway, let's finish this beat. Solid. Guess we better save it. I gotta like make this interesting. So basically all I did, I took the same bass pattern from the 808 and I just put it on key bass. Simple as that. Easy. And yep, I made a return for Shaper Box 2, and then I sent the vocal through that. So now it sounds, it's got the time shaper on it. And with that, I'm just gonna add some lo-fi drums. I got Machine open. It's like a DAW inside of a DAW. We got DAWception right now, in a way, because I put plugins on the drums inside this plugin, if that makes sense. So knock is on the drums inside of Machine, the plugin version. So yeah, we're just gonna lay some drums out with that, and that'll take us out of the video. This was kind of inspiring for you. It's inspiring for me. And yeah. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Subscribe.